Hi guys, welcome back to Pop Culture Deep Dive. Now this week's episode is all about one-season wonders. TV shows that despite having huge potential, didn't even make it beyond a season. So the shows that we're going to be talking about today are Jonas, The Society, and Cory in the House, all of which had passionate fan bases and left a lasting impression on today's culture. However, in this case, I'll be talking about why these shows didn't continue and why they're still memorable today. Let's get ready to dive in.
I'm dead about 2 hours away. There's not enough time! There's not enough time! There's not enough time! No! I'm sorry, Nick, but there's just not enough time. There! Problem solved. You pressed pause. And see, the plane's not moving anymore. I think I bought us some valuable time.
Our first show that we're going to be talking about is The Jonas Brothers Show. Now, this show was one of my personal favorites growing up. So in 2009, the show Jonas featured a fictionalized version of the Jonas Brothers' lives as high school students balancing their lives as pop stars. Now, this show was not only popular due to the iconic trio, but also because of its quirky comedic humor, and it gave us a side of the Jonas Brothers that wasn't really seen. Now, the reason that this show was canceled was because of the quirky sitcom format didn't really resonate with young audiences. Disney was also featuring very popular shows at this time, like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, That's So Raven, and Hannah Montana. Now, Disney also tried to shift tones with the spin-off series called Jonas Brothers LA, but it wasn't enough to save the show, and also lasted for one season as well. However, the show was very significant into cementing the Jonas Brothers' publicity at the time. Their image and popularity during the show skyrocketed, and despite the show's short life, it still holds nostalgic value to fans that grew up with it. Now onto our second show, The Society. Now this one was one of my personal favorites back in COVID era. Now this show was made in 2019, and it's a modern dystopian drama where a group of teens find themselves in a world without adults, and they must establish their own society. Now the concept as it sounds is very unique and is definitely something that had a profound effect on young audiences at the time. The Society was a huge hit on Netflix, with a very massive fan base as well. But despite its success, it was also canceled due to complications with COVID-19, which not only affected this particular show, but many other productions as well. Now, of course, the fandom was super disappointed with the show's sudden cancellation, and the unresolved storyline and cliffhanger. This did, however, make it more of a wonder, and the show's complex themes like survival, leadership, and morality made it stand out, even with just one season.
Jesus Christ, Grizz, where the fuck you been, man?
I slept through my arm. It's really
Pre-dawn raid means pre-dawn.
Yeah, man, it's like post-dawn right now.
Now for our third show that we're going to be highlighting today, we're going to be talking about Cory in the House. Now this show was a spin-off made in 2007 of the show That's So Raven. Now That's So Raven featured a girl named Raven Baxter who could predict the future. She would have visions that often got herself in quite a bunch. Now because of that show's popularity, the directors thought it would be a good idea to give Cory, the troublemaker little brother, a spin-off series. Now this series follows her little brother Cory Baxter and his life in Washington, D.C. after his dad becomes a chef at the White House. Now while That's So Raven was a huge success, Cory in the House struggled to retain the same audience and relevance. Views were not as high as anticipated, even if the original was a huge success with the same cast. It only lasted one season before Disney moved on to other projects. Now this show also still has a cult following, mainly piggybacking off of the original show That's So Raven. We grew up and loved Raven and her little brother Cory, so of course it's fondly remembered.
Guess I gotta hand it to you.
Now, of course, I have a special honorable mention, one of my other personal favorites, Clone High. Now, Clone High was made in the early 2000s, so around 2002, 2003, and it also only lasted for one season. However, it did have a revival series in 2023. Now, originally, Clone High was this animated show from 2002 that put historical figures like Abraham Lincoln, Cleopatra, and Joan of Arc. They had typical teenage dilemmas like dating, peer pressure, and other themes that drew young audiences in a high school setting as teenage clones. While it did have a clever and satire premise, Clone High did face backlash due to certain portrayals of historical figures, leading to its cancellation after just one season. Now, despite its short run, Clone High also developed a cult following for its sharp humor and unique concept, and it's often celebrated as an underrated gem. Like I said, it was revived in 2023, proving the lasting love for this quirky show.
Read this. For supper, I want a party platter.
No, no, no! Like this. For supper, I want a party platter!
Now, while many of these shows only lasted one season, their impact lives on through dedicated fan bases and nostalgic memories. That is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with all of your friends. And comment down below what your favorite one-season wonder was. Now, if you like nostalgic content like this, then be sure to subscribe for new videos every Wednesday. Next week, we'll be talking about obsessions with reboots and remakes. Also, if you haven't already, go follow my Instagram and TikTok, both linked down below. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!